welcome back to the channel. I'm really stoked to be here. It's been a long time since we've updated about the Gold GTIR, but we've been busy in the shed and on the cars. I'm really looking forward to showing you what I've been up to. Now, we've got some fabrication that we've been doing, and we're trying to get the car ready to start. So stay tuned, come along for the journey with me, and we'll have a bunch of fun. Let's get to it. Okay, so while the exhaust manifold was off, I thought it'd be a great chance to take a look at it. You can see the witness marks of the exhaust gas touching the exhaust flange on each of the ports. Now that's a bit of a problem. It's obviously going to decrease my flow. So that was one problem I noticed with the exhaust manifold. The other problem that I noticed was that there's also a big crack coming through here. So it's starting to crack away. Now this manifold's nothing too much wrong with it. It made 360 kilowatts. I could just put a quick weld around there and figure out what this was about. Or I can just get a new one made. Luckily, my friend Ryan owns IMR Fabrication in Hampton Downs. So I think we'll just go down and see him and get a new one of these made. Anyway, over to you, Ryan.
You guys know this is Jeff's channel. And we're going to do a turbo manifold on it. In 3D scanning. So we're going to scan it. We're going to scan it again with the radiator, and then we're going to scan that separately, and then we're going to put that inside of there in CAD so we know that fits, and then I'm going to use that position to build a proper turbo manifold for it. So it is for the most part in the same position, as in the center line of the core is where it should be, but I've rotated the housing and the turbo just because I can't just do the housing inside the CAD, just to get the collector a little bit further away so we get a nice straight run of exhaust flow into the turbo rather than having this on such a strong angle. So.
Unfortunately, the GoPro that I gave Ryan down at IMR went flat.
Oh, idiot.
So we didn't get any footage of the manifold being fabricated, but here's some quick footage of it in its final form. Looks absolutely amazing. Stay tuned a bit further down the track to see more.
Wow, it's very nice.
Made it down to IMR. We're going to pick my GTIR up as well. Look at that exhaust. Side pipes. What else do we have? Oh, we've got an external gate straight to the ground. Yeah. Alright, so we've got the car back from IMR, the fabricator. It looks absolutely amazing. Now we need to pull it all off because we need to do the final fitment of the hot side. So we need to put all the gaskets in and get it all sorted. So we're just pulling it off. Steve's come over to give me a hand. Cheers for coming over, Steve. You're an absolute legend. Couldn't do all this stuff without you. So I've taken the oil squirters that go over the tops of the camshafts off just to do a quick check. So here's one of the oil squirters. You can see these little holes. Those are the holes that your oil squirts out of and goes on top of your camshafts. Now if they're blocked up, there's no oil on the camshafts and it's metal to metal in the head, and that's not a good thing. This one though, the end hole here is not free. It's blocked up. Those two look alright. Those two look alright. And those two look alright. So it's just this end one that only one of the holes is unblocked. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to slightly drill these holes out, which will hopefully let any larger debris pass through them, and it'll stop them from clogging up. Okay, so I didn't go overboard. I just went to 1.5. Teensy wee little drill bit. but it's still a lot bigger than we originally had. So I've drilled all the holes out. That'll hopefully just stop you know, debris and bits and pieces getting stuck in there in the future, and just allow it to oil a little bit better. Okay, now that's done. I'm glad I checked, because like I said, a couple of those holes were blocked up, so it saved ourselves from some potential disaster. They're all back in the car, looking good.
So you smart, huh?
No.
I thought your head would be bigger.
We're going to get the turbocharger in, put the coils in, 1, 2, 3, 4, put the dizzy in, get all the plugs sorted out. Yeah, just reassemble it and try and get it going. I reckon it's going to be mint. Anyway, let's get to it. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. So here's our dizzy, here's our manifold. Look at those welds, beautiful. We have our exhaust gasket, rear turbo gasket for the downpipe, manifold to turbo gasket, a wastegate. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the turbo manifold sitting here. Even with that bolted flat, it's in the right place. So I've just got to nip up the bolts on the turbocharger now, because you can see it's still loose. So right there is perfect. So yeah, we'll just get in there, we'll nip up all these bolts. And that's the turbo clocked into position. Once I've done that, I'll get it back off and put the downpipe on and the wastegate. Okay, just got the downpipe on as well. Just seeing how much space we got. So very minimal space. I do want to exhaust wrap this. So our exhaust exits out here. Now we've got a bit of space between the downpipe and the intercooler pipe, which is good. We'll wrap this. Not my favourite job, exhaust wrapping stuff. This stuff's full of fiberglass and it gets stuck in your hands. Not a lot of fun. But anyway, it needs to be done, so yeah, we'll give this a wrap. So halfway through wrapping the stuff, and the neighbour's dog decided to come keep me company. He's a big boy, aren't you? Chiefy boy. You're a good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy. And done. That is not a job that I want to do every day. Fiberglass, and I think this actually even has little bits of glass in it. So that wraps from China. This stuff's probably from China as well, but it's made by Thermotech, I think it is. A lot better quality than this stuff. So I got this stuff from STA parts. It's cheap. It's from China. You can definitely tell. I've had this stuff for years, maybe even 15 years, but Thermotech, really good quality stuff. I just couldn't find it again in New Zealand, to be fair. I don't know who the agent is for it, but so much better. Yeah, really rate this stuff. A lot nicer to apply. Less fiberglass, less glass. This stuff's junky. Don't think I'll get it again. Sorry STA, but yeah, nah, it's not the one. Alright, more progress. Got the intake on, which is cool. Got everything buttoned up down here. All of the hot side is done. Bar this hose, which I just still need to secure for the water, which goes to there. All the wiring's plugged in. Starter motor's connected. Just making this line here up at the moment again. Yeah, first time was a little bit long, and I'm putting some of this heat protectant shield on it, so that should be good. Yeah, anyway, we're almost there. Just down here doing the last spanner check on all of the intercooler piping before I give it an attempt to start. I've been working on Masters and Nissans for ages, probably Nissan's too long. What are you guys working on in your shed at home? I'd be really interested to know. Put a comment below if you want to share. Love to hear what you guys are doing and what you're working on. Okay, radiator back in. Just about everything's plugged up. Still got to put the coils in there, but I'm going to leave that all free and leave the spark plugs out, because I'm just going to turn it over and build oil pressure before I fire the car up. Alright, so we're going to compression test the motor. I'm just doing the compression test and then a leak down test. Okay, so our first reading is 150. That's pretty good for a forged motor. I'm pretty happy with that one, so we'll go across all four. Now the goal is that they stay within 10% of each other. Yeah, so we'll do the rest. Oh, that's all that done. 150 across all four, so I'm really happy with that. Great results. Yeah, So that's one more test done. At least we've got a baseline before we hit the dyno, so we know that the compression is good at the moment. So yeah, really stoked. Also we did the head gasket leak down test, and that was all good as well, so we don't have a blown head gasket. We've got good compression. What do you reckon, bro?
Time to turn it up, bro.
Time to turn it up. Yeah.
Let's go.
Ooh, that's a big barb. That's a really big barb. Oh man, that's really tight. Here you can tell this is this hose's first time. There we go. One's on too. Nice. Just got home from work. New fuel filter. We'll bang that in there. So I don't know about you guys, but as a car guy, I always have this impending feeling of doom that, you know, something bad's going to happen when you take a car completely apart and put the project back together. Probably just from all of the past experiences of things just not going 100% right. What do you guys reckon? Put a comment below. Do you have the same feeling? I mean, I know there's going to be some water leaks and some oil leaks that I'm going to have to address. It's all part of the parcel, right? But this one should be pretty sweet. We just swapped the motor over and done some fabrication. But yeah, always a little bit nervous when it comes time to start these things up for the first time, eh? You guys have that same feeling? Comment below. Anyway, back to it. Alright, we'll try and just kick it in the nuts, eh?
Yeah. It popped.
Yeah! It starts! Alright, cool. So I filled my garage with smoke, which is mean. Better get some windows open before I gas everyone up upstairs. But yeah, it runs. Great success. Happy as. Ah, you gotta be joking. Oh, that could be for the next episode. See you guys later.